Autocross is a timed car control event on a defined course, one car at a time. And the best time you can get is the more fun you have. But it's not racing. Autocross is strictly a timed event. No racing involved. As a matter of fact, most autocross will tell you never want to use the R word for autocross. Racing is completely different. Racing, you know, there's a lot of cars could be in the same area at the same time, which promotes sheet metal damage. Well, that's not going to happen in an autocross because autocross, you're by yourself out there. You may spin the car once in a great while, but it's so wide open, nothing's going to happen. So you spin out, put it back in gear, and continue on. Autocross is great fun. Autocross is a low-threat way to test the capabilities of your car, see how it handles, get practice driving, and practice driving is always good for anybody on the street. It's just more fun than you can shake a stick at.
Reminds me of skiing, where you're going through the gates. So you got a lot of maneuverability, a lot of action, and plus it's pretty safe.
It's a game against yourself for me. It's how well can I do rather than how well do I do against others. That's what I like about it.
The speed, the competition, the point that you have to deliver, like now, no warm-ups, you got to come out and be hot right from the get-go. That and it doesn't break your car.
Typical autocross courses, I like to keep it under 60 seconds. Any more than that, you just get wore out. It's such high intensity. You never get a chance to rest. A good course, there's not a lot of gear changes, maybe one. The adrenaline's pumping so much that you don't get a chance to worry about spinning out. Cars spin occasionally. I mean, that's the nature of the beast when you're driving cars hard. But autocross is just a great way to learn how your car handles and how to drive it. This particular venue is Dakota County Technical College. It's actually a mini road course that the Dakota County Tech uses for police pursuit training. They do a lot of school bus training. They even get trucks out here sometimes driving around. The common autocross course most people think about is just a big open parking lot that you try to navigate through these cones. Well, this is more like a road course. Actually, it is a mini road course. And there's a lot of different variations of how you can set up a different course. And that's the nice thing about this. It's small and compact. And it's probably, my guess is it's probably less than a mile long. It's a good course. It is a timed event. Timing is all done electronically. There's lights, beam lights at the start line and at the finish line. And it's all electronically recorded. But there are penalties that subtract from your overall time. One of the penalties are cones. You see cones around. Cones are in certain places, and where they're set defines the course. And each cone is marked with a piece of chalk so that if a car hits it, the workers around the course can get that cone back in the right place. If you hit a cone, it's a 2-second penalty, so that kind of forces you to try to drive a little better and not hit the cone. There's other penalties. God forbid if somebody should go off course or something. 2 wheels off a course, we don't count that. If you go 3 wheels off, that's a DNF. And if you go 3 wheels off twice, that's a DNF for the day and you're asked to go home. 4 wheels off, of course, you go home right away. Safety, of course, is always big in any car event. Safety is important, especially when you're dealing with a 3,000-pound car that might be doing 60 miles an hour. And that's why we have a lot of people out working the course just to keep an eye on other people. They have to pick up cones that were hit or something. So whoever partakes of the autocross also has to work the course. I use the term work loosely because it's just as enjoyable to watch them as it is to drive them. And besides that, you get to see how other cars drive the line and maybe get a little faster yourself. Autocross is not something that requires a prepared car. There are a lot of prepared cars out here. There are race cars out here. But autocross, there's classes in autocross for everything from the stockest stock car up to the most prepared car there is. These aren't people looking for a professional racing career. They're normal people that just like to drive their cars. There are a lot of people here today that are probably national caliber autocrossers. but there's just as many, if not more, of people that just like to drive their car. They're not here for the points, they're not here for the competition, they're just here to have fun. Autocrossing, to me, the most enjoyment is just driving my car. I mean, it's just a hoot. I club race, and that's probably more fun than anybody should ever have. But autocrossing is a good way to keep my reflexes sharp. Each turn has the proper apex to make, just like racing. The faster out of a corner you are, the faster you're going to go down to the next corner. Autocross will make you a better driver, there's no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, I think anytime you can test the limits of your car in a controlled environment makes you a better driver. But autocross to me is just a lot of fun. And the people involved are similar to D events, same thing. It's partly social. Everybody's more than willing to help everybody else out, you know, if they have questions, especially with new people. And we have a few of those today that have questions about it. So that's another nice thing about autocross. Haven't come across any bad people in autocross.